Carbs are not the enemy, but some of them are working against you, quietly, daily, even the ones that look healthy on the surface. If you're diabetic or insulin resistant, you've probably heard it before. Cut carbs. Low carb is the only way. Just avoid sugar. But here's the truth. Not all carbs are created equal, and avoiding all of them can actually hurt your energy, your hormones, and even your metabolism. What matters most is knowing which carbs fuel you and which ones silently sabotage you. So if you're confused about what you can eat, if you're tired of guilt after every bite of bread or fruit, you're in the right place. Like this video and subscribe to Smart Sugar Life, because we believe you deserve clarity, not confusion, in your health journey. Let's start with the basics. What are carbs, and why do they matter so much for diabetics? Carbohydrates are your body's main source of quick energy. When you eat them, your body breaks them down into glucose, a simple sugar that enters your bloodstream. This triggers your pancreas to release insulin, which helps move that glucose into your cells to be used as fuel. But when you have diabetes or insulin resistance, that process doesn't work efficiently. Your body either can't produce enough insulin, or your cells no longer respond to it properly. So instead of fueling your cells, that glucose builds up in your blood, raising your blood sugar. That's why carbs have such a big impact on people with diabetes. It's not that carbs are evil, it's that your body needs help processing them in the right way. And choosing the right type of carbohydrate makes all the difference. Let's break carbs into two categories: fast-burning carbs, which spike your blood sugar quickly, and slow-burning carbs, which digest gradually and provide steady energy. Here's the secret. Fast-burning carbs are usually highly processed, low in fiber, and full of added sugars. Slow-burning carbs are typically whole, rich in fiber, and close to their natural state. So what are the worst carbs for diabetics? Let's call them what they are: blood sugar bombs. These include white bread, white rice, regular pasta, sugary breakfast cereals, cookies, pastries, and cakes, soda and fruit juice, flavored yogurts, granola bars with hidden sugars, crackers made from refined flour, instant noodles, or boxed meals. These foods break down very quickly in your body. They flood your bloodstream with glucose, forcing your insulin levels to spike rapidly. Then comes the crash. You feel tired, you get hungry again, fast, and your blood sugar levels ride a roller coaster all day long. Worse, these constant spikes and crashes contribute to inflammation, weight gain, nerve damage, and fatigue over time. And the tricky part? Many of these foods are labeled as low-fat, healthy, or whole grain. But when you flip the label and look closer, they're packed with sugar, starch, and artificial ingredients that harm your blood sugar. So does that mean you need to cut carbs completely? Absolutely not. Your body needs some carbohydrates, especially the right ones, to function well. What you need is to swap out the fast carbs for slow, stable ones. Carbs that support your metabolism, carbs that digest slowly, carbs that work with your body, not against it. These include whole, fiber-rich options like vegetables, legumes, and some whole grains. But don't worry, we'll walk through the best choices in detail, because once you understand which carbs actually help, you'll stop fearing your food and start using it as fuel. You don't have to guess anymore. You just need the right information and a few smart swaps. Now that you know which carbs can spike your blood sugar and leave you feeling drained, let's shift the focus, because carbs aren't just something to fear. When chosen well, they can fuel your body, nourish your cells, and help you feel steady, full, and satisfied. Let's talk about the best carbs for diabetics, the ones that work with your body, not against it. The first rule: think fiber. Fiber slows down how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream. It helps prevent sugar spikes, it feeds healthy gut bacteria, and it keeps you fuller, longer. So, the more natural fiber a carb has, the more likely it is to support your blood sugar. Let's start with one of the most powerful groups: non-starchy vegetables. These include leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula. Also, broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, bell peppers, cucumbers, and cabbage. These veggies are low in carbs, high in fiber, and packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. You can eat them generously. They support your metabolism and digestion without raising your blood sugar. Next, let's talk about legumes: beans, lentils, and chickpeas. These are slower digesting carbs, meaning they break down gradually. They're also loaded with fiber and plant-based protein. That combination keeps your blood sugar stable and your appetite in check. Just be mindful of portion sizes. Half a cup of cooked lentils or black beans is a great place to start. And if you pair them with greens or avocado, even better. Another great category, whole, intact grains. Unlike white rice or instant oats, intact grains take longer for your body to process. This means they cause less of a glucose spike. Some of the best options include quinoa, high in protein and fiber, steel-cut oats, not instant, but slow-cooked, buckwheat, gluten-free and rich in magnesium, barley, a high-fiber grain that's great for satiety, freekeh, an ancient grain with a nutty flavor and slow-digesting carbs. The key here is portion control and preparation. Cook these grains gently, combine them with veggies or protein to slow digestion even more, and avoid instant or highly processed versions. They act more like sugar in the body. Now let's address fruit, one of the most confusing foods for diabetics. Is fruit bad for blood sugar? Not necessarily. Whole fruits, especially those with skin or seeds, contain fiber that helps regulate how sugar is absorbed. They also contain polyphenols, plant compounds that can actually improve insulin sensitivity. Some of the best fruit choices include berries, like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, apples, eaten with the skin, pears, full of fiber and hydration, cherries, sweet but lower glycemic than expected, citrus fruits, like grapefruit and oranges, in moderation. What to avoid? Fruit juice. Even 100% juice removes the fiber and delivers a big hit of sugar all at once. Instead, enjoy whole fruit in small portions, paired with a bit of protein or fat, like almonds or a spoon of peanut butter. And yes, sweet potatoes and pumpkin also deserve a spot here. They're starchy, but they contain fiber, antioxidants, and a lower glycemic load than white potatoes. Roasted sweet potato with olive oil and cinnamon, that's comfort food that works with your body. Lastly, don't forget about nuts and seeds. While technically low in carbs, they're still great to include. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds contain fiber, healthy fat, and nutrients that help manage insulin response. Add them to smoothies, yogurt, or sprinkle on salads. So, let's recap. Best carbs for blood sugar stability: non-starchy vegetables, legumes, whole grains, intact, not instant, fiber-rich fruits, sweet potatoes and pumpkin nuts and seeds. These carbs don't just give you energy, they help your body manage that energy wisely. They give you freedom to eat without fear, to enjoy your food again, to feel full, nourished, and balanced. The key is quality over quantity and combining them with fat or protein for even better blood sugar control. You don't have to be perfect, you just need to choose with intention. And let your meals work for you, not against you. Your body is always listening. Let's start feeding it what it truly needs. Now that you know the difference between the worst and best carbs for your blood sugar, let's bring it all together into something practical, something real. Because information is only powerful when it turns into action. Let's start with simple swaps, small changes you can make starting today, without stress, without guilt, and without giving up the foods you love. Instead of white rice, try cauliflower rice, quinoa, or barley. They're slower to digest, and they give your body fiber and minerals that support insulin function. Instead of white bread, try sprouted grain bread or low-carb wraps. These digest more slowly and help you avoid the energy crash that often follows a sandwich. Instead of instant oatmeal, choose steel-cut oats or overnight oats with chia seeds and berries. Add cinnamon and a spoonful of almond butter, and you've got a meal that tastes good and supports your metabolism. Instead of fruit juice, eat the whole fruit. Chew it. Let your body process the fiber. And if you pair it with protein or fat, like nuts or cheese, your blood sugar stays more stable. Instead of sweet snacks or pastries, try Greek yogurt with berries and cinnamon, or dark chocolate with almonds. You can still enjoy sweet flavors without the sugar spike. Now let's talk about portions. Even the healthiest carbs can spike your blood sugar if you eat too much at once. Here's a simple visual tip. Let carbs take up about a quarter of your plate. The rest should be filled with protein, fiber-rich veggies, and healthy fats. This balance helps slow down digestion and supports steady glucose throughout the day. Timing matters too. Try to avoid eating carbs by themselves. Always pair them with protein or fat to reduce the glycemic impact. And whenever possible, eat your veggies first, protein second, and starch last. Studies show this eating order can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. Here's another powerful tip: walk after meals. A 10-minute walk, even just around your home, can help muscles absorb glucose from the blood. No medication, no supplements, just movement. Now, let's talk mindset. If you've been living in fear of carbs, it's okay. Many people are told that carbs are the enemy, and that message creates confusion, guilt, and food anxiety. But the truth is, you don't have to fear food, you just have to understand it. You're not bad for eating rice or fruit. You're not failing because your blood sugar isn't perfect. You're learning, and that takes time, practice, and self-compassion. Your goal isn't to eliminate carbs completely. Your goal is to choose carbs that support your energy, your brain, your mood, and your blood sugar. This isn't about punishment, it's about freedom. The kind that comes when you eat with knowledge, not fear. So let's recap. Worst carbs: processed, sugary, low fiber, fast burning. Best carbs: fiber-rich, slow-burning, whole and balanced. Best practices: pair carbs with fat or protein, watch portion sizes, eat in the right order, and move after meals. With just these steps, you can dramatically improve your blood sugar without giving up real food or joy at the table. Because you deserve meals that make you feel safe, strong, and supported. You deserve to eat without fear, and your body, even if it's been out of balance for years, is capable of healing and responding to the love you give it. If this video helped you, give it a like and share it with someone who needs clarity about carbs and diabetes. Let us know in the comments. What's one food swap or habit you're going to try this week? And don't forget to subscribe to Smart Sugar Life, where we teach you how to manage your blood sugar naturally, confidently, and with compassion. You've got this, and we're with you every step of the way.